In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to assemble the Paper Village Collection Wedding Marquee Kit. It's available from my Etsy store. The link is in the description below the video. It's a wedding marquee and it opens up to show you the inside. It comes with loads of accessories so you can make it unique to yourself. This is just how I've chosen to decorate it, but you can do it however you like. I've got a welcome drinks table here with some confetti, welcome sign, order of the day sign, and inside we've got a cards and gifts area, so a table here with lots of gifts on it. We've got a cards and wishes box, which actually works. So as part of the kit you get some envelopes, some mini cards, some letters, things like that. They're blank so that you can obviously write your own messages in them. And then you can post them in the cards and wishes box, and the door opens and you can take them out. I'll show you how to put this together in the video. We then have the main reception area with guest tables, top table. It includes this little bottle of champagne in an ice bucket for the happy couple. We've got Benji the dog here. I've chosen the gramophone for my music choice. However, there are other options in the kit. There's speakers and disco lights. And then we have the food area with the wedding cake and a drinks trolley and the food table. So yes, this is the kit that we'll be making today. I hope you like it. I hope that my instructions are easy to follow. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. But let's get started. The first thing you need to do is print off all your sheets. I've got mine here. So let's quickly go through them and show you what we've got. We have the front pieces and the front interior pieces, which go together. So we have both sides of those. And we've got the main interior piece and the back. We then have several sheets of accessories, including this piece which has the interactive cards and wishes box. I'll show you how to do that later. Then you should have two hinge support pieces. They are labelled left and right, but they're exactly the same, so don't worry if once you've cut them out you get them mixed up. It really doesn't matter. So for now you can put all of the accessory pieces to one side. We're just going to cut out the main marquee pieces themselves and the hinge pieces. I think that's 8 sheets altogether. So if I'm going to go and cut mine now, you cut yours, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to put them together. So now we have our front pieces, our back pieces, and our 2 hinge support pieces. We're going to start with the back pieces. That's these 2 longer pieces, the one with the grass at the bottom and the one with the wooden floor. The other ones we're just going to put to a side. And obviously we're going to need our hinge pieces. First of all, we're going to take the back part of the marquee, and this is the bit with the grass at the bottom, and we're going to turn it upside down. We're going to take one of our hinge support pieces, doesn't matter which, and basically we're going to be putting glue on the coloured side, and we're going to stick it in line with the edge of the back of the marquee. I'm just going to put some glue on mine here. I'm going to use the roller glue for quickness and ease. Obviously you can use whatever glue you like. Then we're going to line it up and we're going to smooth it down. So what you should have is your hinge piece now stuck to the back piece like that. The reason why we glue the coloured side down first is so that if you do have it hanging over the edge slightly, like mine does there, you can't really tell because it's the same colour as the walls of the marquee. Okay, so now we're just going to do exactly the same thing with the other side. We're going to stick it here like this. So again, going to put some glue around it. Okay, and then we're going to line line it up with this edge. And we're going to stick that down too. Fold it over, see how it looks. Brilliant. Okay, so now we've got these stuck down like this, we're going to open them out, smooth them out of the way. We're going to take our main interior piece, which is the one with the wooden floor at the bottom. We're going to line it up over the top and basically just stick it down. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue all the way around this edge. I recommend taking your time to carefully get close to each edge. Nearly. We're going to take our interior piece and we're going to lay it over the top carefully. I would start with matching up the roof and then stick it down. Just going to bring mine a bit closer so I can see. When you're happy, just smooth it down. And now we have the interior stuck onto the back piece, and our hinge pieces can fold over the top like this. If for some reason yours isn't matched up quite right and it's tricky to fold it over, just fold it over gently and then press down the edge line. Don't worry about it, doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be perfect. And there we go, so that's the back piece done, that's the main interior part done. The next thing to do is to get the two front pieces of the marquee. You'll notice that the right hand side piece is ever so slightly longer than the left hand side piece. That's so that when we close them they overlap slightly and it's a lot easier to match up the table in the middle, and we don't end up with a gap in the middle that way. So we'll do our left piece first. Essentially we're just going to be putting glue on the hinge and then placing this over the top, matching it up with the back pieces and sticking it down. Just get some glue on. Then we're going to lay this over the top. Again, I'm going to bring it a bit closer because it's fiddly. Line it up. And when you're happy with it, smooth it down. And that's your first front piece on. So we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Going to put some glue on, stick it down and line it up. When you stick on this side though, I want you to be careful to not only line up the top but also try and match the edge of the table. I'm just going to put some glue on mine. Then we're going to take this one, match it up with the roof, line up the table, try not to get stuck to it, and when we're happy we're going to smooth it down. And as I said before, sometimes you have a little bit of overhang of the hinge and that's okay because you can't really see it, it blends in with the marquee. For the flap, I mean, you can have it either way, doesn't matter, it should match up both ways. And there we have the front. Okay, so the next parts are easy. We're simply going to put the front interior pieces over the top to complete the marquee. Now remember that the one for the right hand side is slightly longer than the one for the left hand side, so double check before you stick it that you've got the right one. We're going to do the left hand side first, and we're basically just going to be sticking this over the top like that. So I'm going to put glue around the edge of this one. I'm going to take care to make sure I get a bit of glue on the top there, and then we're going to do the same again. We're going to line it up and stick it down. we go. We're nearly done. We've just got to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Again, we're going to overlay this part, line it up carefully. And when you're happy with it, smooth it down. And there you have your finished marquee piece. If you have any small overlaps on the edges, you can trim them off. I've got a tiny bit there. So there you have your finished marquee. The overlap works both ways, so it depends how you want to open it, but the table should line up on both sides, so it doesn't really matter so much at the minute. If you do want to put a banner across though, you'll only be sticking it on one side, so that will matter. So if you want it opening this way first, stick the banner on here, but I'll show you that in a moment. The next step is simply to decorate it however you like, using all of the accessories. Before we do that, I will be showing you the cards and wishes box and how to put that together. It's fairly straightforward, but if you feel like you need a little bit of extra help, then I'll go through that now. I'm going to cut this page out first, and then I'll come back and show you. Before we go ahead and decorate the entire marquee, I just wanted to show you a couple of things. So if you're going to put a banner over the entrance here, for example this one, there's quite a few to choose from. There's also a blank one for you to write your own message if you wanted to gift this to somebody as a card or keep it as a keepsake. Obviously you can put it wherever you like. I've chosen to place it across the entrance like this. The thing to remember is that you can only glue it to one side, because if you glue it to both sides, you're not going to be able to open up the marquee. So I'm going to get my glue and I'm just going to put it on half of this. I'm going to line it up again. I'm going to stick it down there, and therefore we can still open the marquee. Obviously if you want the other side opening first, stick it to the other side. But yep, that's that. I'll show you how to put this together. It's fairly straightforward. You will need a craft knife, because we're going to cut a few things. So the first thing we're going to cut out is the black piece of the letterbox. So that whole black piece needs to come out. I'm going to very carefully cut that. Obviously you could use a ruler. If you've seen any of my other videos, you've probably worked out by now that I prefer to just wing it. So yeah, so now we've got that hole there, and now I'm going to cut around this door piece, being careful not to go too low to the edge, because we don't want it to break off. This is going to be where our hinge is here. I'm probably going to stop about there. Okay, so hopefully we've now got an opening flap. Move these out the way. I'm going to use my scoring board to just score a line where I want the hinge to be. You could just fold it. That's one thing I'm not very good at. So I'm just going to fold that down carefully. Okay, so now we have an opening door. That's the trickiest part done. So we're going to take the back piece and turn it upside down, and take the coloured rectangle and we're going to stick it in the middle on top of that back piece. I'm going to stick it slightly closer to the edge at the bottom. Like this. that's it. And then all that we've got left to do is stick this over the top like that. So we're going to glue the back of the front piece very carefully down the edges. We don't want to get glue over the flap or over the slot, and we definitely don't want glue in the middle. Just going to do this on top of a piece of paper because my table is already messy enough. A little bit at the top, bit at the bottom. So now we can just place this over the top very carefully. We're going to press down the edges, and we now have the opening door and a slot to put our cards in. So for that we've got some little envelopes, some cards, there's a few blank letter pieces. So again, I'm going to score the envelope. I'm going to fold all 4 lines of the envelope. I'm going to place a little bit of glue on the tabs, fold them in, fold up the bottom piece, squash it down. And there we have an envelope. Next, you're going to cut out one of the tiny little cards or the letters, and we're going to fold them in half. I don't know how well you can see that on camera, but it says Happy Wedding Day. It's got a little heart on the back, but obviously inside, if you're gifting this to somebody, or even if you're not, you can write a lovely little message on there. And then that fits directly into the envelope. Press it down. And then you can slot that into your cards and wishes box, open up the door and pull it out of the bottom. It's just a lovely little interactive element. I will be putting that here in just a moment. I'd just like to show you the tiny champagne bottle and the ice bucket and how we can make it so that it's interactive and we can take the bottle in and out. We're going to take a craft knife and a cutting mat, and we're simply going to make a cut along the bottom edge. See if you can see. We're going to make a cut along this curved edge of the bucket, being very careful not to get too close to the edges. Okay, that should do it. So I'll open it up. We're just going to check that that will go inside. And there you've got a tiny champagne bottle with a cute little ice bucket that can go on the top table. I'm now going to go and cut out all of the other accessories. I'll place them where I want them, and I'll come back and show you what I've done in just a minute. Here we are. I've decorated mine. This is what we've got. So here's the front. We've obviously got the welcome drinks area, some confetti. Inside we've got the card and gift area with our working cards and wishes box. We've got the main area here with our bottle of champagne sitting in its bucket. Got Benji the dog, and we've got the food area over here. So that's how I've decorated mine. For anyone that's interested in the Paper Village backstories that I write for each kit, this one is the wedding of Nell from the flower shop and Rowan from the pet shop. The pet shop will be coming soon. People have been voting on my Facebook page for which shop kit I should make next, and they voted for a sweet shop, so I will be doing that one before I do the pet shop, but rest assured they're both going to be made soon. So yeah, this is what this kit looks like. I hope you enjoy making it. If you have any suggestions or comments or questions, please do let me know in the comments. I love to hear people's ideas. I love to hear what you're doing, and if you've got any problems, I will certainly love to help you. I hope that wasn't too hard to follow. It's fairly straightforward really once you get started, and all of my kits work in a very similar way. Thank you for watching. Hopefully see you soon. Bye.